So let me, I've always said, my PhD came from a university not many of you have heard of, UKC, as I like to call it, the University of Kids Can. And that kind of leads me in to share this first excerpt of a chapter that's named Kids Can Scoring Touchdowns. To be honest, I would say that this chapter is brought to you by our sponsor, Kids Can, and the Ricks Foundation, who, if you hurry up, are still taking donations for the Ricks Foundation to keep Kids Can going. Because I got to be honest with you, it's fueling that type of program that really made the whole difference for the McAteers, and I think you'll get that in the story. So this scene starts, I promise you're going to laugh tonight, okay? But this scene starts with the first meeting that Pamela and I had with her doctor. And frankly, it was the first time that we had found out that she had leukemia. So this is that first night. Dr. Crane said, Pamela and Kevin, you're in the fight of your life. I know how important your kids are to you. There's a program here at Rex that will help you continue to be great parents to your children, but it'll also let you focus on the fight. I have this friend I work with named Terry, and I'd like you to meet with her in the morning. Terry runs a program that will help you deal with the children through this unfamiliar time. After meeting with Terry, about 2 days later, Terry passed the ball to Kids Can. That program teaches our kids at that time about chemotherapy, about cancer, and what had stricken their mom. Equally important though, Kids Can would teach me how to quarterback my family through what had become a game of life. If you win and you make it through, you move on in life. If you fail and you fall apart, well, there's much at risk, yes, including life itself. That first morning at Rex, chemo went to work to save Pamela's life. That week, Kids Can went to work to save our family. No matter how young they are, oops, sorry, lost my phone. No matter how young they are, children need answers to their many questions. How do you explain leukemia to a 3-year-old? How do you tell a 1-year-old who's been attached to his mom his entire life why she doesn't have hair now? How do you explain to a 5-year-old who is actually a lot smarter than you want to give him credit for about this dreadful disease, look at him right in the eye and assure him everything's going to be all right, when you can't look in that mirror yourself and say the same thing? Kids Can gave me the tools and the confidence to handle those exact questions. Terry and her team shared their experience of working with children for more than 20 years. They do know how a 1-year-old thinks, a 3-year-old thinks, and a 5-year-old is thinking during those times. Unfortunately, they also know that when parents avoid preparing their children and don't answer their questions, children come up with their own answers. I now know the answers kids make up are usually, if you can believe it, much worse than the reality. Many high school and college graduates stop by to see Terry's office every year to say hi, pay their respects to one of the special women who helped them get through those tough years. These young adults don't come back because their parents have fallen out of remission. They come back because many of them were as young as my kids were when cancer hit their family. They come back to say hi to Terry, to show their appreciation for the great work she and Kids Can had done for them. And they come back to tell Terry, we're doing okay. And our grades are okay too. And honestly, they come back to say, and Mom and Dad are still feeling great, healthy as ever. There's a whole lot more to that story, which I hope you'll read and share with everybody, especially in this marketplace, in Raleigh and Durham and Cary, and we certainly hope to continue to spread programs like that throughout the United States.